Hello everybody, welcome back to the Seasoned Vegan. Today I have a sweet treat for you. Are you ready? Are you excited? Have you been working out? I'm starting to feel kind of guilty because I'm giving you guys a lot of sweet treats. I hope you're working out. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to make these delicious coconut oat bars. They are buttery, they are sweet, they are decadent, they are also very good for meal prep if they happen to last that long. They are so good, snackable, So here are the ingredients. Let's get straight into it. You are going to need some brown sugar, and I recommend microwaving it so it's a bit softer, easier to work with. Some oats, some flour, some coconut shreds. You could also use flakes if you prefer, up to you. You're going to need some salt and some butter, and make sure that your butter is soft because that's going to make it easier to cream into the sugar. So that is that. Those are the ingredients. Now here's what you're going to need, like tool-wise. You're going to need some type of mixer. I'm using my hand mixer, a mixing bowl. And then this is a 9x9 square, 9x9 inch square baking tray. I think 8x8 inch would be better, but I don't have one. But that's just my tip to you. And then you're going to want to preheat your oven to 375. So the first step is to toast our coconut, and you don't need any oil. You don't need any parchment paper. Just throw your coconut straight onto the baking tray and it's going to be just fine. It's going to toast up very quickly. So, my other tip to you is to be very, very, put on your patient hat. Put on your patient hat and your, helicopter parent hat and just watch these coconut shreds like a hawk because they burn pretty easily and it's quite a shame when they do. So at 375, we're going to put these in, and I immediately set the timer for 2 minutes because I am highly distractible. And 2 minutes goes by really, really fast when you're toasting coconut. So 2 minutes, and altogether, we're probably going to toast it for about, 8 minutes, but keep your eye on it because you don't want it to burn. So after 2 minutes, I'm taking it out. I'm just kind of shaking it around, making sure nothing is burnt. And I'm just going to put it right back in. There we go. Typically, I wouldn't leave the door open that long, but for the sake of filming. And I'm going to set my timer for 2 minutes again. I'm just going to repeat that until they are done. And here comes Captain, of course, because he smells the coconut. He smells the oats, and he's like, oh, I need to help you. I just need to. So here are my coconut shreds after they have been toasted. They're looking golden brown. They were close. They were close to catching, but I caught them. Captain was very distractible. I'm going to blame the cute dog. So now that these are done, we're just going to put them aside, and we are going to work on everything else. And we'll come back to these when we need them. We're going to be using them at the very end of our batter making process. Or not batter, I guess dough. Yeah, dough. So step number 2 is to cream our butter and sugar. And I put extra butter this time. I wish that I didn't. I mean, they were good. They were good, but I am going to put 8 tablespoons of butter in the description below instead of 9 because I think 8 is all you need. So, yes. That's that. All right. So now I'm putting in my brown sugar. And like I said, I do recommend microwaving your brown sugar a little bit in a microwave safe dish, of course. Maybe for 30 seconds just to really soften it up because it's so much easier to work with in that case. I did not do that. And you can see I have some clumps of brown sugar, which isn't a big deal. I'm just saying that, softening it would make it a little easier to work with. So let's just watch all of this come together. Absolutely beautiful and really cool. I love watching doughs come together. I don't know if this is actually a dough. Maybe it's more of like a shortbread because, that's technically what it is, right? Butter, sugar. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Whatever. So yes, feel free to stop midway through, wipe down the sides, or scrape down the sides, I mean to say. I always like to use a wide, large bowl like this when I'm creaming together butter and sugar, because I just think that I can get, I guess, like better coverage, better angles. Yeah. So it took some time because I had to break down some of those clumps. But, you know, do what you gotta do to get the job done. So, yeah. Well, I hope that you guys are having a really good week, wherever you are. And if you're not, I hope it gets better. Maybe you have to make these. Maybe you have to give yourself a little pick-me-up. I don't know. Here we go. It's coming together nicely. Basically, what we're looking for is a light and fluffy type of consistency. You'll see. Here it is. That looks about right. There we go. So after this, I'm just going to kind of gather it all up. There it is. It looks so tasty and scrumptious. I mean, sugar and butter, you can't go wrong. But you guys, I mean, this is why I'm saying we all have to be in the gym. If you're here like watching this and you're making this stuff, guys, we need to work our booties out. All right, so we're going to move on to step 3, which is adding flour and salt, basically our dry ingredients at this point. So here it goes. And of course, all of the measurements are in the description below so that you can have exactly what you need to make this yourself. All right, so now we're going to mix this together and I'll show you how it should end up looking. This is always so fun to watch, I think. I kind of grew up watching cooking shows. I'm sure a lot of us did. They're just so satisfying to watch. So it's really fun that I kind of get to film this kind of stuff myself and edit it and watch it back. I like it. I'm having a good time. So yeah, this mixture, the consistency is going to be pretty lumpy. I guess I should say maybe like, yeah, lumpy. It is. It's kind of lumpy. It kind of looks like off, but it's not. It's fine. You'll see. And I'm also a very visual learner, so I hope this helps those of you that are also very visual learners. Sometimes recipes are great. That's why I really appreciate recipes that are written out so clearly, because some of us just need an extra helping hand and for people to speak very clearly so that we know exactly what to do, especially if you're a beginner and stuff. You always want a little extra clarity and clarification so that you know what to do, right? Until you get the hang of it, and then you can spread your little wings and fly. So here we go. That is what it looks like. Kind of looks like seitan almost. Huh, interesting. Anyway, so there it is close up. Nice. Now we can move on to our next step, which is adding our oats and our toasted coconut. So here they go. Oats and coconut. And then we're going to mix these together and it's going to create this very crumbly, almost dry looking mixture. And if you want, you could add maybe like a touch of water or even some maybe like soy milk or coconut milk or oat milk, just to help bring it all together. I think I'm going to try that next time because when I did take them out of the oven, they were crumbly. You know, most bars are. Kind of think of like what are they called? Like the Nature Valley bar, the very like crumbly oat one. This is a bit like that, just not as crunchy. It's definitely more like buttery and soft and, I don't want to say creamy, but like chewy. It's more chewy. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is add a little liquid if you would prefer it not be as crumbly. I hope that made sense. Let's move on to step number 5. We're going to press this into our tin. Press this mixture, shortbread, oat, coconut mixture, straight into the tin. And because of the butter, it's pretty easy to press and it's pretty malleable at this point because of the butter. So I will show you how I pressed it in. And very soon you are going to see a little sneaky husky. There he is. There he is. He's just like lurking. He's lurking. He's hoping I drop something. And he's lucky I did. I did end up dropping something. So Not on purpose, of course. But yeah, he was rewarded, so he got like really excited and he turned into the best boy in the whole world, and he was like, "Oh, do you need me to taste test that for you?" No, Captain, thank you. So here we go. We're going to bake it at 375 for 20 minutes. And that's pretty much it. Then we're going to let it cool and we're going to slice it and serve it. And here he is. Look, there he is. Little lurker. He's just waiting. He was in my way when I was putting it in the oven, in my way taking it out. Oh, but I love him. He's so cute. And I wish I could share this with him, but no. No. So yeah, we want to make sure that it cools completely before we slice into it. And I just sliced it straight in the tray. I did try and like tip it out, but it was too crumbly. I thought it might like break apart. So I just did it straight in the pan, and that worked just fine. And this is how I like to cut bars. I kind of just go right down the middle, rotate it, right down the middle again. And then I kind of take it section by section. So I work on the right side, right down the middle, left side, right down the middle, so on and so forth. It just helps me to do it systematically. This is so basic. I'm sure all of you probably do it the same way. I'm just showing you. I'm just sharing. I'm encouraging. That's all. I just want to share what I've got going on in my kitchen. And honestly, in the comments, you guys, like, show me, or tell me, rather, what you've got going on in your kitchen. I want to know what you guys are making. I try and keep my recipes, seasonal and, when I can, or based on like whatever holiday it is, whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just rambling at this point. But I want to know what you guys have going on in your kitchen too. So here it is on the inside, and there's the bottom. I thought they were just absolutely delicious, but you can see how they're a little crumbly. So like I said, add like a tablespoon of water or some type of plant-based milk and see what that does for you. All right, you guys. Well, that is all I have. Thank you for listening to me and watching. I appreciate it. Bye.